Yeah.
Okay. Is that including your strength bonus? I think it's including your strength bonus. You have an 80 strength?
Oh, that's right.
So yes, this would also do D8, D6, unless you're in a low magic zone, etc.
And then D8, D6, and then with martial arts, that bumps it to
2D8.
There we go.
Of course, they do have something special that you get for 3 gold.
I raised an eyebrow.
It's called the Fuck the Elves sword.
How much is that one?
It's 3 gold. It's a normal sword, one-handed sword, and it says "Fuck the Elves," and it's got iron, cold iron, magic, and just anti-elfness about it. The normal one-handed sword does a base of D10 versus elves.
Wow, I'd have bought the shit out of that, but it's not an axe.
Give me a luck roll at half to see if he's got an axe.
Well, and how much was that sword?
3 gold.
He's got one.
No, everybody hates elves. He probably has several.
And so you said it can be used as a cold iron weapon as well?
It's got cold iron woven into it. Yes.
Nice. I'm going to
give me a luck roll at half. You're buying one for 3 gold?
I'll buy a couple of them, 2 of them.
Okay. No axe. Beef jerky.
Hold on. I'm willing to spend points on this.
Really?
What? Yeah, it goes into the collection. There you go.
This is why you have no airplane.
And a collection of axes.
Here's Johnny. I also want to get a check in luck.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right. Yes, we do have an axe form.
Is that at half? That's not at half.
It is.
Is it?
By minus 30. Same thing.
Yeah, 30 and half. Same thing.
Usually it says half, but yes.
Yes. Right. They don't have the cool 2-handed one, but they do have a one-handed axe that does D10 versus elves and stuff. Anything that doesn't like iron and silver, basically.
One-handed axe that is made of cold iron
and silver. And it's got some anti-elf fucking magic in there as well.
Cold iron and what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the second
word.
Silver and fuck elves.
I was thinking if we never need to mess with those Fae and Troy Kingdoms, having a couple of these in storage would be handy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have Gothic post-apocalyptic gold?
Yeah, I just go over wrestling. Can you afford this?
Yeah, that's what most of my money is in. All right, so you're buying one of the weapons for 3 gold.
What's the damage on this thing?
D10. In your hands, with your strength bonus, that'd be D12. If you use martial arts, then you're back up to D8, D6.
D8.
And if you use that against an elf, it's a lot more powerful.
Who knows? Yeah.
They probably won't be happy with it.
Pretty sure most creatures are anti-fucking sharp objects.
They agree. It looks like everybody here really hates elves a lot. You're not sure why all the different races and creatures you found really hate elves so much.
They've got fucking slings for these things, right? They do come with fucking scabbards, right?
There's no such thing as a scabbard for an axe, he tells you, but we do have like a box thing. Since this one's short enough, you can put it in a box thing and then you flip it open and you can take it out. Or if you're wanting to live dangerously, you can just have it barely
there's gotta be a fucking strap thing. I can just put it on my back and then fucking unclasp it.
Yeah, if you want, he says. Usually people keep other stuff on their back, like backpacks and shit. That's why using it kind of makes it more like a sword, except it's a big thing that rides on your hip.
Sure.
That's
Understand.
why swords are so fucking popular and axes not so much.
Right. You don't have a magic item that holds a fucking axe and makes it look like it's not an axe, do you?
Mm-hmm. Give me an amazingly good luck roll at half again there, Colburn. He goes, well, no. Never heard of such a thing. They apparently don't exist. You should stop asking me that now. Is there anything special you need, though? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
This might be a good guy for you, wrestling.
This this weapon vendor.
Yes.
Pew pew.
All right. The other thing I want to do while we're acclimating and stuff is
Nothing else special then?
You're not gonna.
He just goes, huh, and walks out of the shop.
Yeah,
He goes,
Wrestling. I turn
What?
around and direct him back to that guy.
Yeah,
Russell,
both of us.
trapped
Both of
in the
us put
shop
him in
by
there.
some unholy force.
all right. I missed something. Did you want me to? Is there something specific you wanted there?
Is
Pew,
there
pew,
something
pew.
specific you wanted? Nudge, nudge.
Oh, I got some weapons from him.
Pew
The guy
pew
goes-
pew.
All right, everybody's talking at once. What? Say it, Freddie.
Pew pew pew.
Oh,
No.
again?
Pew pew.
Yeah, you got rifles. Is the guy?
You either need a bathroom or you want me to buy a weapon. Playing
Let's see.
charades.
Freddie, I'll have Freddie do luck roll this time. Give me a luck roll, lower is better, failure, and it was all a setup.
I
They're
can't
just
tell, but I can fumble
trying to get you.
by half.
He says, yes, we have rifles. How many modifications, upgrades would you like on them? Do you know the list of upgrades and such?
Mm-mm.
I'd like to get me one with a nice fucking silencer. I want huge fucking round mags. I want fucking night scopes. I want fucking laser dots. I want fucking adjustments so that I can fucking put different types of rounds in the fucker.
Okay, we've got that. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm going to need...
Be able to be broken down too. That's kind of important. I'm a fan of violin cases, if you know what I mean.
Sure. I'm going to need, 2,200 silver.
What is an illegal item?
Well,
No, there's also a heavily modified item.
Oh. How about just for the base? No modification.
Just the base and a
Yeah.
rifle. Gold.
Right. Can you give me one that breaks down into a violin case?
Yeah, but you want all that other shit with it, right?
I mean,
How about we get like 2 or 3 of the rifles, 2 or 3 of the pistols?
Are you just talking base stuff, or do you want the modified thing like what he's talking? Because let me tell you what I've got here.
What you described is a 30 gold gun.
We can get him a fucking. We can get him a one that is adjustable flavors, advanced and
You know what?
basic, heavy blast.
skip all that. Skip all that. I know what I want, wrestling. It's fucking huge. You load the fucking round in. It's like this. It goes through fucking vehicles.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
against the Geneva Convention to shoot it at personnel, but their equipment is technically not personnel. So if you shoot their Alice straps,
You talking about one of them 50 caliber rifles?
something like that would be very nice with a good scope.
Yeah, we can go get
We
Chicago.
have the ultimate gun, but the ultimate gun is ultimately expensive as fuck. I mean, you're looking at if you want like octo range and all that stuff. If you want the best that money can buy, then yeah, we've got that available.
So
But
the important thing is these are guns that work in magic zones, right?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So
uh, you the basic gun. Give me your analyze magic and burn the charge off of your glasses if you want to skip the fancy talk and just see what it actually does.
Yeah.
Right. According to Freddy, first you activate it and it goes, "Meow," and makes a really loud whining noise.
Really?
Right?
Great for fucking
yeah.
hackers.
Oh, yeah. Unless you get a silencer. Silencer gets rid of the whining noise, but that's a modification. See, there's a reason all these modifications exist. The modifications actually do help a lot, though. So it makes a really loud whining noise, and it can only keep going for a couple minutes and stuff, unless you start blasting away with it. And then it's got a Chris in it, and the Chris holds 50 charges. And each charge, each time you pull the trigger, you can do a D8 with it. And it is ugly as fuck. It looks like somebody just said, I want some children to make me some guns. That'll do. And yeah, this is the basic gun. That's what the basic gun is. The basic gun is a gold piece because it's an illegal item. Normally it'd be less than that. But
what's the base range on the rifle?
The base range on it is 10 meters.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Pistol
terrible.
and rifle, exactly the same.
10 meters.
Exactly
You
the
might as
same.
well buy the pistol then.
What's that?
Damage as well
Damage is D8.
on the
And
pistol.
the pistol.
And the rifle, yeah. It's the same thing. It's just a different body. He says
Why
if you
would you?
want a range thing, then you got to get the octo or the times 16 range where you can be shooting
The
160
answer to your
meters.
question, Freddie, is concealability.
Yeah. And of course, they have other things like they can shoot different damage flavors. Like he shows you an adjustable after locking the door, making sure you put up the close signs, and making sure his buddies are hanging out in case you guys get any bad ideas. Right? He shows you they've got like adjusters on it. So if you want cold damage, you can adjust. You want fire damage. You want whatever kind of damage. They have different kinds of adjustments and stuff that you can make. It's not quick. You'd be like, I think we're going to this, and then you adjust it as opposed to it's in combat. I spend my round adjusting damage, that kind of thing. They also have ones that you can get heavy blast. It uses double the energy, but it bumps up the damage on a shot, much like double tapping. They have super heavy blast, which bumps up the damage a couple of times, but uses 1/5 of the standard Chris that goes in the gun per shot. So you only get 5 shots for a Chris.
And
Which
how much is it to reload the clip?
you have to take it in and buy a new
Yeah.
Chris and get somebody to put in. So you're probably looking around 25 silver each time.
Okay.
They also have optimized ones where it costs half of what per Chris, half of the mojo. They have super optimized ones. They have range. They have double tapping. They have quieter, silence, less whine, no whine, fast reload. It's called the reload. I can do it myself, but that takes about a minute. So it's handy that you don't have to go to a shop. That's considered an illegal modification, but this guy does sell illegal shit. Anything that decreases the whining of the gun, which is really loud. You definitely know if somebody has a gun activated, probably on your block, right? So there's a gun going, somebody's gonna get shot. But all those modifiers are considered illegal modifiers, except to, of course, the government. Nothing is illegal to those bastards.
But the base guns are not illegal, or they are as
The
well?
base guns are illegal also now.
Okay.
They used to not be until the new government took over. So there's a lot of different modifiers, and each modifier you get counts as an upgrade, and the total number of upgrades give you the cost, and then some bump in there for illegal.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I think maybe a few of the pistols might be.
Yeah, it'll throw you a mess of basic D8 throwing 50 shot before it must be
How
reloaded.
much would it be? How much for a pistol with a silencer?
Pistol. Now, do you want one that gets rid of the whining of the gun also?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So do you want it quieter or no whine?
Just no whining.
Okay, so that's 2 modifications, and then you want the pistol to make no noise when it shoots?
Well, how much is it just for the no whining?
Right.
Just for the no whining at all, it would be somewhere between 2 and 2.5 gold each, depending on Wrestling Rad's bargaining.
And with the silence on top of that?
With the silence on top of that, you're looking at around. Go, mighty calculator, because there's not an even number of gold in there. So let's see here. That'd be making it completely silent. Probably looking around 5 to 6 gold each, depending on Wrestling Rad's bargaining.
I think let's just get a couple with the no whining for now, just so we have.
Yeah, I think that.
If we really need something special, we can come back and get them, depending on what we need them
Can
for.
you modify them after they've been bought?
No, as soon as you say this is what's in my gun and they make it, it's set. After that, it's just like that always.
Okay. Yeah, let's buy just like what,
So
4 or 5? I don't know.
there. Now, one other thing I'm gonna get the price on. So the rifle, no whining, extended range, just that.
How much extended range? Do you want it to go 20 meters? Do you want it to go 40 meters, 80 meters, 160 meters, 320 meters, 640 meters?
Wrestling that, if possible. The only thing I'd be interested out of this deal, because I can't use a pistol to save my soul, but a rifle, even if it's only 4 shots, but it punches holes through fucking armored cars, and I don't even care how fucking loud it is. I just need to do a fuck ton of damage and be about a mile away.
Well, I think this is one of those things again where once we have a situation where we know what tool we need, we can come back and just get it customized for the job. I mean,
Well, just
I
to get
understand.
pistol, I'm assuming you're getting them at the beginning of the thing because it takes about a week for them to build the pistol. They don't know what modifications you're going to want.
I do understand what you're saying, but I also do understand that it may be fucking months before I have the opportunity to have the funding for it at the time with me.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's what we work. That's what we're doing today.
If you want,
in funding.
they'll have a lot of modifications, but God Rifle definitely costs some fucking money.
yeah, exactly.
It's quite a lot.
Understandable.
And remember, it doesn't work in other places.
Yeah, on the same thing. I prefer rifles, but I'm not. I don't
I
think
mainly the idea of
it.
having one that shoots a fucking couple fire rounds would be great for when dealing with
If
ice wielding fucking monsters.
well, if we ever get around to dealing with the ice tower, these rifles would be in handy.
Well, do you want to get a rough
I
price?
don't need shit right now.
Do you want to get a rough price on the fire rifles?
Yeah. So rifle.
The guy recommends, he's like, if you're going to get a rifle and you're going to get a good one, I would get less wine, no wine, because I realize it's 2 extra modifications, but you don't want them to find the sniper.
Right.
And then you don't want noise when you're shooting the rifle necessarily, do you?
Yeah.
Or do you care?
I think once the shit hits the fan, that might not matter so much.
Okay, so we can ignore that. It'll still be a loud zapping noise. So it's 2 mods for that. Now, how far do you want it to go?
Well, it depends. Is each level of distance a new upgrade?
Yeah, it's really hard to get magic to go further.
So
And firing with a rifle is not good.
Get it at like 100 meters.
So it's 10, 20, 40, 80, 10, 24, or sorry, 10 comes included. 20, 40, 80, 160?
All right, so 160.
No.
Okay, so that's 4 more mods. So you're up to a grand total of 6 mods. And you want to do more than the basic damage?
What do you mean? Extra basic damage, or is it a mod to make it do the flavors?
That basic flavors are one mod, advanced flavors are another mod, and then more damage is a different mod or series of other mods.
The one that you were describing where you can do different types of damage.
Basic damage or advanced damages. Like there's in basic, it's the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, water.
Yeah, basic.
Basic, okay, that's in their mod. So you're up 7 mods. And how much more damage do you want to do?
That's just that.
Just the little bit of damage that these guns normally do? Okay. Let's see here. Without any extra damage, although, again, sir, I do recommend if you're going to go through all the trouble of shooting something, that you probably want it more dead.
Yeah, well, let's get the price with that way.
Basic damage, sure. You're probably looking, it comes out to between 7 and 8 gold, depending on your bargain roll. If you make an amazing bargain roll, then it could be higher or lower, depending on.
Well, that's pretty reasonable.
Uh-huh.
So, and then if we wanted to extend the range further, then obviously we'd be talking
Can you
about.
extend the range on the pistols as well?
Oh, sure. The problem is that shooting something at a further range with a pistol, it still relies on your pistol skill, just as the rifle still relies on the
of
rifle.
course.
So,
But it has a longer range base. So.
yeah, the rifle's got a much better base range because you're still your skill falls with.
You told what? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So it still uses the base.
Just because the weapon can fire for kilometers doesn't mean you're going to hit anything at kilometers away.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll if you get 2 of them made, he'll give it to you both for 12 gold.
Okay. So we're doing 2 of the handguns and 2 of the rifles then?
2 of the bog standard handguns and then 2 of the
But no, we wanted the
160 meter range and the basic flavors.
Well,
Yeah.
no, we wanted the no wanging guns pistol.
On the pistols, nobody talked about that. On the
Yeah, we
rifles,
did.
no whining.
First thing we talked about was the pistol.
Okay, well, so far you got 12 gold for the rifles. Let me compute up the pistols here.
So just no wanging on the pistol.
No wine, and then and after that's just bog standard for the pistols.
No wine on the pistol.
Right, they won't make any whining. That's it. They shoot 10 meters, do the basic damage, and that's it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see, for 2 pistols.
Hey, Wrestling, do you know what the
Charging that 4 gold for that.
Wrestling, do you know what the conversion of Cyberpunk to gold is?
Well, it depends. Hong Kong dollars is roughly 20,000 for gold. Gothic gold.
Yeah, gold's worth a hell of a lot more in some places than others.
Hmm.
Did you get that on the prices of the pistols, Jay?
No, not for the pistol.
Pistols, he's going to ask for another 4 gold for both pistols.
Got it. All right, so I pay the man. So we
Hold
got
on, wait.
All right.
What'd you say the conversion is? 20?
20,000.
Roughly 20,000 Hong Kong dollars per Gothic gold.
But they're not going to take that here.
I know. Hold on. Shit. All right. So 400,000 Cyberpunk divided by 20
Is 20.
equals 20. Right. Wrestling. I can hook you up with 400,000 Cyberpunk.
Well, Hong Kong dollars.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
If you could take one of those rifles and fucking crank it up to I kill tanks, or however close to that damage wise you can crank it up.
I look at the man.
It's
I
comes out
recommend
to
just keeping
that's
those
me
two
giving you-
rifles so I don't have to recompute and start over on a new rifle.
Keeping those 2 rifles. I'm buying those.
Okay,
Right.
so you want, okay, let's talk about your rifle then, discerning customer. So first you're going to want,
hold right there,
Wait for 1 second.
right there. Those were 20, right? Or 12 apiece.
Those were 6 gold each.
They were 6 gold each.
Yes.
Right. So, assuming I have 20 to throw at this thing, that means I have.
Let's go through the upgrades, because the upgrades, they're not like a smooth arc. They go,
Yeah,
Okay.
exponentially gets more expensive. So maybe start with what you made me, and then start adding damage to that.
I don't remember what I made you, says Logan. The guy does. He knows. Logan fucking doesn't know. All right, so let's start over.
Step away for 1 second while you do that.
Okay, so you want less wine, no wine. You don't want to make any noise when you start it up.
No fucking
And
noise.
do you want the shot to make noise or no?
As far as away as I plan on shooting from, I do not care about that.
Okay. So what how far do you want it to shoot? Your skill in the game system is going to go down by a lot depending on the thing. If you see, the thing is, you can buy a modern scope for this fucker and put that on, but hold on, let me find out the range real quick, because you're going to want to know that.
Well, my other thought on this is you can buy a fucking modern Barrett 50 cal.
Yes, this would be your gun to that works in magic zones.
True.
Okay, here's how the ranges work, TJ, before you decide what range you'd like this thing to be able to fire. Up to 100 meters, you're at full skill.
All right.
Up to 200 meters, you're at half skill. Up to 400 meters, you're at a quarter skill. Now, if
How many?
you get,
Okay, so 200 meters is how far in fucking feet?
instead of meters, use the word yards.
Yards.
So ask me how far 200 yards is in feet.
200 yards.
Yeah. Now, if you get a scope, then that doubles the range.
Right, and I can definitely get a scope.
Oh yeah, scope would be fucking easy. But now the bad thing about scope is that instead of firing every round, you're firing every other round.
Because I'm using a scope.
Yeah,
Because I'm using my eyeball through a piece of glass versus using my eyeball and lining up a piece of metal.
You are using your eyeball through a piece of glass, and you're lining up the shot, and then after each shot, you're reacquiring because of the gun recoil.
Okay.
Compare it to blazing away at point blank range with a pistol.
Well, yeah. Okay, sure. Fair enough.
Cool. So,
I wanted to get something that has no recoil. Or reduced recoil. Is that an upgrade?
they don't have that. Clever.
Damn.
Clever. Take a card for being clever. I like that kind of thinking. So let's go through your mods. First, you want, okay, no wine. Now, 20 meters, yes? I'm going for ranges. 40 meters, yes?
Yeah.
80 meters?
Yeah.
160 meters?
160.
That's it.
Wait,
Stop.
why
Stop.
160 meters? No, take it all the way up to 200 because that's half skill.
320.
Uh-huh.
Just doubles every time. So that's 5 mods there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What else do you want to do?
So no wine goes up to 200 meters.
No, yours goes up to 320 meters, whether you can shoot that far or not.
Yeah, no. Crank it back down to 200. That's all I care about.
Can't do 200. We can do 20, 40, 80, 160, and 320.
So 160.
Okay, so one less mod. Got it.
If he used a tripod stand, would that help with the
Not
recoil
really.
and all that? No.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you want adjustable flavors? Also, if you want it just to do only stunning damage, that's a different mod.
No, I'm into the murder scene.
All right. Adjustable flavors, basic. Adjustable flavors, advanced. Both. No, it only does.
No,
Got
you
it.
want the damage,
The flavor.
the advanced damage flavor.
Advanced damage flavors, you can do some crazy different flavors and stuff.
You wanted to destroy a thing.
If we can adjust that at any time to what we want.
Yeah, if you're fighting a shadow creature and you go and adjust it to light. And
Sure. Advanced flavor.
Okay, that's 2 more mods. And then, okay, so do you want it to be a heavy, do you want to do slightly more damage than the bog standard damage? Or do you want to do as much more damage as we can make it do?
How many ticks up can we go?
2, but you're going to burn through each Chris unless you start getting it optimized, which is more ticks up. You'll burn through 1 Chris in 5 shots.
Oh, that's fine. If I need 5 fucking shots to shoot at whatever I'm shooting at, I've got a real problem.
Now, here's the downside. This rifle, for the heavy blast, it goes from D8 to D10. For the super heavy blast, it goes up to D12. So basically, you'd be throwing D12s, 5 shots.
The best thing this can do is D12.
Uh-huh.
Plus your dex modifier.
Plus your dex modifier.
None.
If you have one.
If you ever build one.
D12's the best this can do.
Yeah.
What do you need to get a dex
Well,
modifier?
it's magic. It's not going to do as much as a real gun.
To get dex modifier, 80. Same as strength. If you get dex or strength at 80, then you get a modifier to all damage.
All right, so let's take it up to D12.
Okay. So it's 2 more adjustments. Boom, boom. Now, since you don't seem to be interested in having it, there is something we could also put on it. Rapid firing, it's another modifier up, but it allows you to basically burn an extra shot, and then you're up to D6 plus D8, but in basically 2 rounds, you're done with your clip.
No, don't do that.
Yep.
Then might I recommend I'll reload it I'd recommend the fast reload, which is 2 more modifiers, which allows you to put in your own new script.
How much are we at?
How much are we at currently?
Mm-hmm.
Before putting any more modifiers on.
Uh-huh.
In gold.
Uh-huh.
Only like 16.
All right, so moving forward.
All right. So 2 more mods. Actually, that might be the end of it. Let me look here.
Wait, what were those 2 more mods for? Oh, the fast reload?
No, that's fast reload, and I'll just do it myself. The fast reload, you can change the thing within an hour. The I'll just do it myself. You can change it in a minute. 12 long ass rounds. Yeah.
Wait, I'm paying 2 extra mods so that in
1 mod allows you to change the Chris within an hour. If you're okay with that, we only need to go 1 mod. If you want to change it within a minute instead of an hour, because
60 seconds, 60 actions later, I have changed the clip.
For an hour is a lot more than that. How many seconds?
No, what I'm saying is the best I can increase this to is
12 rounds.
Fucking rounds later. Wait, 12
12.
rounds?
Yeah, 12 rounds.
Yeah, I'm not into reloading this fucking thing. I can do that in my leisure time.
Then one round. Okay.
No. What's run round for it? No.
Well, you want to get it. You want to get 1 modifier
shots,
so
homie.
that you can reload it yourself in an hour.
I'll
because
fucking take 2 weeks to reload this thing. That's fine.
oh no, you don't understand. They're made specifically so they can't be reloaded by civilians, and since guns are illegal for civilians, you want to get one that is modified.
So all the guns you just sold these to,
totally illegal.
they cannot reload them.
Right.
No, when the Chris's run out, they're out. You need to do the magic ritual to recharge them, right?
Yeah, you have to come back.
You have to give them to somebody. Actually, if you want to pay a few extra gold, he does bring up a good point.
And this gun can only shoot 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the
unless you want to start getting optimized, then we can make it so that it does a lot more charges, but it costs more money.
Right. So instead of having me be able to reload it myself, let's put more rounds into it.
Well, if you do that, then you get bigger and bigger Chris sticking out of the side.
All right. Fuck
I mean, we can hook it up to a Chris inside of your fucking leg.
Stop where it is right the fuck now. I'll bring it back after my 5 shots are done.
Okay.
And how much is it to reload it?
25? Reloads on. I'll tell you what. I'll do a special deal. We'll make it so all your guns can be reloaded for 4 gold pieces. Give me 4 gold pieces. I'll make every gun that I've done it so you can reload it in an hour. We'll sell you some extra Chris, and then you can just reload it. You don't have to come back. We're worried about getting
That puts me right at 20 total.
Yeah.
And I'll. So I will throw 400 credits your way if you're good with that, Wrestling. And then you work out whatever fucking deal you can with this guy to fucking wrap it all up.
All right. So I already paid for the first ones. So it's basically
you paid them 12. Yeah.
Gold for this one.
Yeah. Just adding in
I don't have 20 gold on me. I have 400,000 Hong Kong.
I'm taking your Hong Kong dollars and paying for the rifle. Right.
There you go.
Cool.
Hopefully it's worth something one day.
Yay.
How many extra clip things did he throw us?
You guys can buy those for a mere gold.
He said he was throwing us extra.
That was the extra 4 gold you were talking about.
The extra 4 gold, that's to make it so that if you spend an hour with your gun, you can put in a new clip.
So I'm gonna rewind this later to the part where you said he'll give you all the ability to reload in a couple extra clips.
He puts 2 small Chris on the table. Goes there. Would you like to buy extras?
I'll take one of those Chris's.
Each Chris is for you guys only 25 silver.
And the 2 extra that he put on the counter.
Oh yeah, you take those. Great. Yeah.
Take one of those. Freddie or Wrestling, you can take the other one.
If you like extra Chris, you can have as many as you want to risk carrying around with you. He does say, be careful of those, by the way, they are explosive to Colburn.
Here you go, Freddie. I hand him back one.
Sure.
People don't like to get the big Chris's sticking out of the side of their gun in case somebody shoots it. It may incinerate.
Wait. Just how explosive are they?
Those might blow off a couple of fingers.
Oh. Do you have anything a bit more?
Fingers? I lose fingers all the time. Give me that back, Freddie.
All right, give it back to.
Thank you.
I'll hit the other one.
Would you like to buy extra Chris for all these guns?
Yeah, well, Wrestling, can you afford it?
I don't think we need it right now.
Yeah, it's probably okay.
I recommend it. They're only 25
I fucking grab everybody and shoot them out of the building and go, I apologize for sending us down. Shut up! I apologize for running you into the fucking weapons department. Go back to what you wanted to do, Wrestling. Jesus.
By the way, you end up paying him like over half for all the stuff, and then when you are ready to pick it up, then you pay the rest of the money. He doesn't try to cheat you or anything. It's one of those kind of like, and you're sure that some of the guards are getting kickbacks and bribes from this guy to keep his place open.
He's definitely not going to fucking cheat people when he's dealing with illegal arms. That fucking guy right there. Mm-hmm.
So for future reference, what's his name or what's the name of the shop? So if we ever need to come back, we'll know where it is.
Yeah, let's add him to our contact list.
That sounds like a really clever idea to me. Freddie, take card while I figure this out.
Sorry, wrestling. God damn it.
And that's 3 hours gone.
God damn it.
Let's see.
I mean, look, I'm here like all day, so I'm
This place is called Blood Bath and Beyond.
blood.
I fucking like it. I fucking like it.
I will add that too. Let's see here.
And what's the guy's name?
Oh, it's the fucking dude from Borderlands. Marcus.
Marcus.
Marcus. Okay, cool.
Marcus Munitions. Of course, he's operating under a different company name right now because, you know, the fuzz.
Right.
Well, I'm actually wondering if some of these weapons might be of interest in Troy King.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, the thing is,
You think?
they have.
I don't know. It seems like hit or miss what people are into.
Right.
They do have pistols there, but they probably use the same. Yeah, they use some kind of tech magic kind of. I'm assuming it's similar to how all the other items
Fucking
work.
hilarious if every time they shoot somebody, it sucks out their fucking magic energy, and the cops show up to the scene and they wave the fucking thing around everybody. This guy's down about 4. Looks like he did it, Chief.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You see how quickly it can all devolve into a shopping trip.
Sorry.
I mean, we were doing commerce.
I am. Well, now what I really like is that
This was so magic items in Gothic are vehicles, the glasses, and weapons. So there's nothing else that is like magic tech that might be interesting to me. Or trade
if there is, Logan doesn't know about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Here's a picture of Marcus for you. Ta-da! And yes, that is his fucking motto as well. So that all works out. I've decided he is now the guy.
What does it take
Fucking love it.
to recharge these Chris themselves? Do you know much about that?
Magic ritual.
Magic ritual?
Very closely.
Wait, are you
close
talking to Marcus or are you talking to Freddie? Wait, you guys got kicked out of the store. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Talking to Freddie then.
Very closely guarded magic ritual. Very, very hard. We were trying to get some of the mages, the doors, to
Bum 1 gold piece. Want to go do some clothing shopping.
Hey, Fred, can you spare a gold piece?
How do I send a fucking private message?
/W space GM.
All right, let's try this.
Yeah, so it's some kind of
space GM.
Yeah, space GM. Yeah, so it's some kind of ritual. The mages that we had, the doors, they were trying to figure out how to do it, but then they disappeared, and now we know where they are, kind of.
Could ever be found.
Did that work, Logan?
Yes, that's why I give you a thumbs up.
Excellent. Okay.
We know where they are, but
between those pages, so
yeah,
right,
it's kind of a long story. But long story short, we don't know how to charge it.
You were trying to get some doors to learn it?
Yeah, but then they all disappeared, and now they're stuck or something in that cave that Colburn was in the other day. They were apparently bought out by the Snowfield clan in MMO Land, and they are in their kind of city at the moment. But we haven't been in there. Colburn, you tell them what you saw. But you were there.
Where? What?
You were in that cave yesterday or whenever you did this.
Yeah, it's fucking Dwarven city that's been shut down. Literally, they fucked off. They left and went deeper or farther into their tunnel systems.
Yeah, so the mages are in there somewhere.
And these mages were also Doras?
Yeah.
Were those the people that were working with Janet the gnome before?
Yeah.
Is Janet with them?
Probably, since she's not in the embassy.
The look on his face, like.
All right, so got it.
But that's a very
Charging the Chris is out. Just want to check that off my list for now. It's
yeah.
more involved.
What else was I going to say?
I convince someone in the government to teach me their secrets.
Oh, that would be very. I would not. They'll string you up and have you thrown into a dungeon just for asking how to do that.
Take a card, Freddie. I'm happy that you are familiar with these things.
Now, the person that we bought the white dove from, Mr. Hunt.
Yes, Mike Hunt.
What is his actual profession? I know he's like a rich
Aristocrat
and all that, but does he hold any like government positions, or does he run any companies, or is he just trust fund baby?
You're not really sure. Give me a research roll if you just want to ask around a bit. Unfortunately, just before you get ready to do that, guess who comes rolling back up? That's right. It looks as though it's Colburn, and Colburn's got a whole new do.
Okay, by a quarter on my research.
This is Colburn's new look, apparently.
What am I?
What the fuck?
Under discard pile. For a bodyguard, that works. If you're trying to move in polite society, I would recommend getting him to change.
Do either of you want a skill 5 before I get rid of it?
I have my backpack on. That's the only difference.
Or at least put a fucking bow on on him, like a bow tie thing. Or maybe even have him wear a shirt of some sort. Yeah, what?
Alex?
I dropped a skill 5. If you want to grab it, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what cards you have.
At a quarter, he's pretty much a trust fund baby type thing. He owns properties. That's his deal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if we should go back to Fleetmere, get one of the vehicles, maybe a motorcycle, bring it back here, and see what they think of it. Because if they can get those to run on Chris,
They have ones here that actually do run on Chris. Also,
yeah, true.
That's their big deal. Transport.
Oh well, in that case, maybe they'll prefer these over the ones that run on Chris. Who knows?
You just want a fucking motorcycle, and you want him to buy it for you. I like that.
Well, no, I genuinely think they might be interested in a non-Chris vehicle.
So, getting that here.
I can shadow walk, or if you give me an hour, I can paint a quick Trump sketch of a place, and we'll just Trump get the motorcycle through it.
All right, let's try that.
The Trump sketch. Okay.
Let's
So you want to go find out how many Yerbos motorcycle costs?
It's 800 blood now. But I think we need to make a Trump sketch so that we can bring the motorcycle to here. So we'll go find like a nice, maybe outside the city, like a nice remote area, and try and draw a sketch. So we
That's a
can
pretty major city. You'd have to go for a ways, and even then, yeah, you can eventually, after a day or two of traveling, you can find areas remote.
If we just rent a space here,
that's easier.
I mean, we got real shit.
Wait, we have the white dove, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
busy.
the one that's crawling with workmen, literally in some
Yeah.
cases, because a guy crawling around doing floor stuff.
I rented a warehouse before where I had Mr. Fang restore the painting. What if we could go get a storage unit, we could go get a warehouse, and it might be
I'm just wondering how much it'd be worth. That's it, really.
You got to get the thing here.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to
or get them there.
I don't think they're going to be.
Yeah, no, it's probably not going to.
We're going to remove you from your plane of existence in order to show you merchandise. We do not know if we can get you back. Come with us.
Yeah, all right. So,
iconic looking
That
bodyguard.
makes negotiations really nice, though. Now you want to go back, right?
Alright, so yeah, if you can get a place for us to get the motorcycles in from, then I can go and potentially drive one. Wait, before I do this, Logan, can I open a gate and drive a motorcycle at the same time?
You don't know. You've never tried it. It strikes you as the right way to do it, though.
Well, worst case scenario, you just push it through. So that's fine.
Worst case scenario, you strap it to Coburn Maddox's back and mush him through like some sort of beast person. He likes it.
Do you know if you can actually drive these things?
I can drive a normal motorcycle, but I'm assuming I'll need to do some magical activation nonsense to get them to work. So eventually I will.
Do you think you can do that? Or do you think we're going to end up with a motorcycle that...
I mean, even if I can't, all we'll do is open the gate and push the motorcycle through. Yeah.
Well, I've been meaning to get a hold of some warehouse space, so let's just go ahead and get. I want to go find out about getting a space, kind of like what I had Mr. Fang working in before.
Let's see.
I'll tell you what I paid for.
Well, let's see. Different multipliers for costs.
In the warehouse district, I paid 300 silver a month. That's putting Mr. Fang in.
Yeah, you could for another 300 silver, you could rent a pretty small warehouse till the end of the season.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
So it'll be 100 or.
It'd be about 9 gold, a bit more than 9, or a bit less than 9. How much money do you have left? Like, do we need to worry about you running out anytime soon?
Quite a bit. After the golden wattle is paid for, I'll still have a few hundred gold in gold.
You see a thing of jizz go by your shoulder, and you look back, Colbert's looking innocent, thinking about weaponry.
Working capital.
I was going to say, there's so many money-making opportunities that other people missed that you could literally clean up on, that I'd actually already figured out. If they do this kind of roll and this kind of roll and this kind of roll and this kind of bargain roll, then that seems a bit excessive to me. Fuck it, nobody's ever going to do this. And I went ahead and wrote it down.
Okay.
Anyway,
So you bought that warehouse then?
No, it's
Or you rented it?
this season basically, but I've
Okay.
been meaning some warehouse space so I can store a few things.
How much would it be until the end of next season? Just curious.
1,300 till the end of next season.
I figure we'll get to that. I'm sure I'll end up renting it out longer, trying to buy the place.
Okay. All right. Can I attempt a?
So now we've
here.
got
I'll give-
so there's some space. Go ahead, Logan.
I'm going to copy paste something that's just for this zone here, Gothic post-apocalypse. That I'll tell you what, make a business roll at plus 20%. You go around, check out real estate, and if you can make it at plus 20%, I will hit the paste button.
Paste button.
You'll see when you can make me the roll. If you fail or fumble, we will either laugh or cry.
Can we support in this, or is it just him?
I don't know if he wants your support, dude. He's the businessman. It's up
I
to
don't
him.
know.
All right, so business roll with a plus 20. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, you're probably fine. Oh,
All right. Here's the paste button. Dink. There's example prices and stuff like that, and the multipliers and stuff in silver.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Please. Okay, let me copy and paste this stuff so I see what I'm dealing with.
And it's not in schmeckles.
So is that to rent or to buy?
No, this is buying.
A simple house is only 14,000 silver. Oh.
Mhm. Check out the multipliers though. Inside the wall, good location in town, prime location, fucking remote, building in a swamp where it's likely to fall over and sink into the swamp, etc.
Okay.
So if you get a prime location, it's 10 times that cost.
Okay, so this is in silver, you said, and the multiplier. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, right under huge castle is the multipliers. Multipliers are super important.
What would warehouse in an industrial, so inside town, got the multiplier, what would you consider like a warehouse or industrial property?
Simple house.
Simple house?
Yeah. And if you wanted a big warehouse, grand house. So
if I wanted to buy a warehouse like this, it would be the equivalent of a simple house inside the wall or a good location inside town.
this would just be inside the wall for the kind of shitty district that it's in. So double the price instead of.
That's 400 gold. That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now I'll make note of that.
Yeah. I figured those prices would just cut us by having to go and interview people so these guys can get back to shit, or in Freddie's case, running from shit that Colburn's trying to kill.
All right, let me try and make my trump okay. So we can potentially let this motorcycle room. Okay, nope.
We will never be able to trump it. Can you buy me a motorcycle, Daddy?
Wait, no. There's another way.
Motorcycle,
I'll
Daddy.
use. Okay, Wrestling. You stay here. Give me your trump. Give me a trump. Well, you don't stay here. You'll come back eventually.
Test it.
Trump.
You want to test it?
Daddy, I want a motorcycle.
Test what?
Well, if you want to see if the gate will work on my card.
Wrestling, take off your modifier of 20. You have to remember to take it off because unfortunately it doesn't just disappear.
Logan, can I open the trump gate to another person?
No, I don't believe so.
It's only a little.
No race car for you.
So you can't do it to other people. Only to.
Oh, wait, you might be able to. Let me look. Hold on, Matt. Making me look up shit so that Daddy can buy you a motorcycle. Let's see. Pattern Trump. Trump Gate. Trump Defense. Trump Gate. There it is. Great. So Windows. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, great. So then all you have to do is go buy the motorcycle, and then I'll open up the trunk gate. I'll wait here in the warehouse, and then you just push the motorcycle through the gate. No need to drive it or anything.